What is up, you damn gorgeous and beautiful gamers? Welcome back to Role-Playing Games. This is Mariel Corner, the internet where we like to discuss about RPGs. If you like the content, like the video, super appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel as well. Let's talk about the Kamura village and Monster Hunter Rise. So there is a very specific gameplay loop that you're going to have in this kind of games. So the basic loop is go out there, kill monsters, come back, craft armor, and with that new armor, kill more monsters. But it's also quite important as well to know your Kamura village. The Kamura village is going to be explained to you by the game on itself with lots and lots of tutorials that you're likely going to skip. So in this video I am going to show you each time that you come back from a quest, what is it, what places do you have to go to, what things do you need to do to continue with your gameplay loop. And I would argue that the gameplay loop for when you return to Kamura village is as important as fighting monsters. We're going to begin our guide here, Yergosi. Yergosi, where you can purchase goods. Lots and lots of interesting things right here. Special goods are going to have like more things, rare finds. This is, yeah, rare finds. you can just purchase things in here. If you need something, you can purchase it from here. But what is really important is on the trade requests. Trade requests are basically where you select a palico to go look for something. Depending on the level of the palico, you're going to have more stuff. Like for example, in here, body bargaining. When you have a, right now my palico that I am sending in this mission is going to be level 50. In level 5 you're going to be able to use casual bargain, which increases the number of items obtained slightly. Speedy bargain increase the items obtained in a short time, usable by level 15 or higher palico. And then we have shiny bargain. This gives you rare materials. As you can see on the meow limit, instead of the mandragora, I have something extra in there. That is a rare item. Do I want them? Not necessarily, so I never choose these ones. At level 30, you can increase the number of items obtained moderately. At level 35, you can greatly increase the items obtained in a short period of time. And finally, blinding bargain, which increases much more the obtention of rare items. I personally do not use these ones that much because I'm more interested in getting the items that I am actually requesting for. So this is what I would like, I would advise for you to have to level up. The highest the level that you can use your palico with your bargaining skill, it should be to increase the number of items that you are going to request. But what are those items? Those are in here on trade request. So basically, there we go. You can request null berries, might seeds, adamant seeds, so on and so forth. Lots of different things that you are going to need for your quests. For example, thunderbug. These ones allow you to make traps as well as spiderweb. Honey allows you to craft more efficient potions, so on and so forth. What I always like to have, you're not going to have your three let me cancel that real fast. You're not going to have 3 submarines like the ones that I have right here, because you actually going to need to do your requests as well as some side quests that you have to do. So different video, it is very important for you to use to do your request, but as soon as this gal asks you to do something for her, you do it, because you need to have 3 submarines. And with 3 submarines, you're going to be able to request every time that you come back from a quest. For example, I have honey, mandragoras, and bitterbugs. That is what I always request. Usually, sometimes I would change to different things, but this is basically what I would likely like to have. And then if we move over here, you're going to have the meow scenarios. But before that, in this place, we have the Body Scout. With our body scout, you can hire bodies, rename bodies, dismiss bodies, and for example, in scout bodies, you can change the criteria of like what kind of body would you like to have, but this basically randomly is going to give you new palicos that you can recruit. They are not going to be as high level as the ones that I have right here for recruitment. They are most likely going to be level 1 when you start the game, but you can request for different skills, different palicos, palamuts, or well, palamuts not so much, they don't really like do that much, but palicos, there's different types of palicos: fighters, assists, bombardiers, and gatherers, so on and so forth. And all of them have different skills that are very important to you, because the moves that they have equipped as they level up, they are going to be randomized. And usually, for example, a gatherer is going to launch a boomerang against an enemy and give you those precious materials that you are looking for. Some of them will heal you, some of them will stun monsters, some of them will give you buffs like attack power, defense, or affinity, so on and so forth. But yeah, the most important thing about it all is that, well, you hire your palicos in here and then you send them on missions with the meow scenarios. It is very important that you always send your meow scenarios to missions, because this is how they level up. The palico that you have selected with you, he's going to level up by accompanying you to missions. These guys, they are going to level up by completing meow scenarios missions. Why is that so important? Because when you send those palicos with the Argosy, remember, the higher the level that they have, the higher the chances that you get to get more gears and goodies and, you know, plants and all that very important stuff that you actually do need to have as much stuff as possible. So speaking of which, this is our item box. In our item box, we basically, this is your life. And I mentioned this because this is very important, because from the Argosy you can manage your items and go to your crafting list. For example, in here I need honey to craft mega potions. Very important, very useful. That is why I always have honey. The most important items that I would say that they are general and useful for every single hunter would be, for example, antidotes. I do not remember if I have enough of this, guys, but anyways, max potions are really not as useful as they used to be on previous games, but I nevertheless like to have them because they heal you completely and they can be lifesavers. For you to have max potions, you're going to need mandragoras. Remember that I have mandragoras on my Argosy. You also need catalyst. For catalyst, you need bitter box and honey. Remember that on my Argosy I was looking for bitter box? Well, that is very interesting as well, because immunizer, which you need as base for further potions, you also need bitter box and mandragoras. So basically that is why I always advise to have bitter box, mandragoras, and honeys in your 3 slots of Argosies. You are going to need more stuff. For example, on Demon Drug, you're going to need Might Seeds, so that is something also good to look out for, as well as energy drinks, especially for those builds that use a whole lot of stamina. Your flash bombs, very important to have flash bombs against flying enemies. They can be very annoying. You will see that a lot of people is going to have like your mega barrel bombs for when they sleep monsters. That is basically a staple on how hunters do their hunting on this game. You're going to need scatterfish, the large barrel bombs, so you can purchase them. So what I always like to have in my basic pouch bag that I go into a hunt, if you go back to your manage items, press transfer items, and then L1, you have loadouts. This means that every time that you come back, you do not have to restock everything specifically. So basically, what I like to have as a base is potions, mega potions, and 10 honeys. Because when I run out of mega potions, I can craft 10 more mega potions on the go. So yeah, my ancient potions, antidotes, and null berries for every time that I get poisoned, might seeds to increase my attack power, as well as my demon drugs to furthermore increase my attack power, flash bombs from this. Well, these are just going to be useful when you're fighting against flying enemies, but at the end of the day, I'll always like to have them in here. Nevertheless, tranquilizer bombs for when I'm trying to capture something, as well as my pitfall and shock traps, again for capturing monsters, and mega barrel bombs for when someone sleeps a monster. So basically, as you can see, every single thing that I use on my transfer pouch, all of that is what I use regularly on my hunts. And where do you get those? Well, you get them from the Argosy. You can also go farm them directly, manually on the maps, but dude, who has the time to do such a thing? So basically, Argosy very tied up to this. It is very important that you max out your Argosy on your quest as soon as possible for you to have all of these items that are very important. Like I said, this is what I basically mostly use. Lots of people, for example, that bow gun users, so on and so forth, they are going to have different materials, but at the end of the day, you can also get them from the Argosy. So yeah, there is indeed that. Now, this is where you're going to plan your build. You cannot change your equipment on the go. You always have to change what you are wearing right here on your item box. Here you can set the decorations that you have for your build. And for example, in my build, I have my critical eye, dragon attack, critical boost, weakness, exploit, massive touch, quick sheath, ballistic, stun, resistance, stacks and stacks and stacks and stacks. But this is the place where you're going to plan that build. Change equipment and set decorations, as well as customize bow gun. But yeah, there's also the equipment display. For example, if you want for a certain piece that displays, you have the choice. So that is also nice as well. You can change the appearance of the... I'm just babbling way too much. That is not important. We're speaking about the gameplay loop that you have for this game. So, the merchant. The merchant, you're going to purchase some of those stuff that you're not getting from the Argosy. For example, potions. We need potions to live. Sometimes this guy will have stuff on offer, so yeah, be sure to purchase everything when everything's on offer. Tranquilizer bombs, be sure to stack as much as you can on these ones. Trap tools, you need a trap tool as well as a net and a thunderbolt to be able to craft the traps that I have. So you purchase the trap tools in here, and then the other stuff you order from the Argosy. The large barrel bomb, you're going to need this thing to craft the mega bombs. So basically, the materials that you need to craft quite a lot of stuff, that you're going to get it from here. You can also purchase ammunition for this guy. So yeah, what is very interesting about this guy is the melding pots. So what is the melding pot? The melding pot is basically a place where you can craft talismans. As you can see, I have crafted a couple of talismans in here, and they basically allow you to increase your build at some extent. Here, for example, this talisman is a rarity level 8. It gives me 2 attack. This is rarity level 8, 2 divine blessing, hunger resistance, as well as a decoration slot. This one, rarity 10, decoration slot level 3, level 2, tremor resistance, defense boost, so on and so forth. I ordered that thing before going into a quest. So in here you use materials, confirm, and then you go out on a hunt, and when you come back you can have as many as you want, and when you come back you are going to be rewarded with your randomize stuff. Here it is. This is the one that I have right now. I chose this specific one because this is a you're not going to have rarity 10 level talismans when the game launches on PlayStation, Xbox, but at the end of the day it is very important for you to start farming for your talismans. Sometimes they can give you attack boost, critical eye, or many of those skills that you are looking for your build. With this guy is how you're going to get them. You're gonna also have the reincarnation, which basically uses all of the ones that you do not like. For example, this one, Divine Blessing, Hunger Resistance. I do not need this guy. Wirebug Whisper, that's actually quite a good one with Speed Eating. I need that one, I want to keep that one. Divine Blessing, not really. Sleep Attack, yeah, could be useful. Wrap it up, now wide range for a healer. Stun Resistance, niche, yeah, I'll take that one. This one I won't, neither this one. Agitator, and that's it, nothing. Fortify, level 2 decoration. Speed Eating, Punishing Draw, Wall Runner. Defense boost, this is actually quite a nice one. Defense boost, critical eye, and 2 decorations. Amazing, I like that one. So I have selected all of those ones that I do not need, and then I'm going to place them on the melting pot, and when I come back I'm going to have new talismans. And that is basically what you need to know about this guy. Very important that you always come visit this guy when you have enough materials to start ordering for your talismans. This is self-explanatory. This is where you're going to be building your weapons, armor. Every time that you finish a new monster, you come back here to inspect what he has to sell. What it is very important for you to know as well on the quest counter is the optional sub-quests. It is so very important. I cannot stress enough how important it is that you never ever unselect have unselect optional quests when you go out on a hunt. What I would advise is that always large monsters hunter, the ones for combat, as well for inflicting like stuff on enemies, and the locations. These ones, I wouldn't really recommend them that much, because at the end of the day I do not gather that much stuff while I'm on a hunt because of the Argosy. But basically these guys are going to give you camera points for your Argosy, very needed, for your meals as well, and armor spheres. You need armor spheres to get stronger, to upgrade your gear. Never go on a hunt without this thing completely selected. Every time that you finish a quest, you come back to this gal and select the optional sub-quest, and they are infinite. They never end. They give you camera points and armor spheres. Very important. Now, this is the online body management. This to play online with friends, so on and so forth. What it is very important about this guy is that the way that events quests work on this Monster Hunter Rise is basically the event quests that are added on the game as time progresses. You're not going to have all of the event quests that the Nintendo Switch and PC versions have, but this is where you're going to see the stuff. Thing is that when a quest, when you have a whole bunch of event quests and you really do not know which one would you like to do. So for example, this one gives a special gesture. I am not going to do that one. This one gives a sticker set. I am not going to do that one. Special titles, not going to do that one. This one, this is going to reward you with a special armor. Event quest, haste makes waste. I'm definitely, most definitely going to do that one because I like my special armors to use as layered armors. So this is where you can decide which ones would you like to do and which ones would you like not to do. There are some amazing ones as well, like for example the cheering right Jang, which completing this quest acquire items that fetch a fair price. So if you're running low on money, you can go to the event quest and do this one. This is going to give you money, as well as I know that a lot of people likes this one, the Roar of the Black Eclipse, because it increases your hunter rank and master rank. So yeah, those are the quests that you want to be on the lookout for, and you can consult them in here instead on the event quests. Take care of yourself. Giver. So You're not going to be able to do them in here. We're going to be speaking about that place a little bit later on. But every time that you go out in a hunt, this is for a specific dedicated video. Anyways, every time that you go out on a hunt, I would advise for you to pay with points, because like I said, since if we are doing our optional quests as much as possible, we should have more than enough Kamura points to get those things. As you progress into the game and you do this gal's quest, you're going to get better dangos, but you at least always want to eat to increase your health and stamina before you go out on a hunt. You're going to get better dangos, and yeah, we're going to be speaking on a different video about this gal, but always eat, always eat. And that being said, what is the main difference between Kamura Village and the Hub Gathering? Basically, there is no difference. All of the places, things that you have out there on Kamura Village, you have them here as well. So for example, this guy right here, where was it? Where was it? I forgot where it is. There's many places that you have right here. Ah, there it is. The smith. You have the smith right here. You have your bodyboard right here. I forgot to speak about this guy. This is where you select your skills for your palicos. They do have combat skills, but yeah, you can definitely change them and decide which ones would you like for them to have. But like I said, the moves, those aren't randomized. They are going to get them as they level up. And yeah, and this also where you can select the ones that are going to accompany you to hunts, as well as to manage the equipment that they have. For example, the weapon, the helmet, so on and so forth. So in this place you also have your item box, your smithy, as well as the housekeeper. The housekeeper can get you to your house, as well as the training area. But this is where you can access to the event quests right here. So the event quests are basically you can see them in here, but they are not going to tell you that much about. They have a ambiguous description about the reward that they are going to give you, but they actually do not tell you what is it that you're going to get. So for example, let me see if I can actually find the one cheering Rajang. So this is the one that is going to give you money. I say whenever I spot one of your courageous hunters taking on a master, I am astounded at your physical prowess. Could you do an old gent a favor and hunt a Rajang for me? It'd be a sight to see, and I'll pay you handsomely. Yes, it gives you like that description, but it doesn't necessarily tells you that it's going to give you money on itself. That is something that you can consult in that. So yeah, this is also, you have your item box in here, the bodyboard in here, you have the canteen in here. This is a place that basically it's the very same thing as out there. The thing is that in here you can access your endgame stuff, your event quests, so on and so forth. So basically on your regular main playthrough, you are just going to be taking quests from this gal right here, and that is basically everything that you need to know about Kamura Village. I forgot to mention, sometimes when you press back or select, depending PlayStation or Xbox, you are going to open this map. Sometimes this map is going to have 3 little dots on beside it. Go get them. Those are optional quests. Optional quests are so very important to complete. I'm going to be speaking about them on a different video, but that is basically how you get more armors, more weapons, more Argosy stuff. So yeah. Anyways, if you like the content, like the video, super appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel before you close the door. No one has told you today you're a gorgeous and beautiful person. You are indeed a gorgeous and beautiful person. A beautiful day, and obviously you got them gorgeous and beautiful people in the next one. Goodbye.